Oh, well, hello there, friends and family. Glad to see you can make it on over to the kitchen finally. Now, you're going to have to stand back a bit because, we got to keep our distance. But y'all welcome. Sit in the dining room back there and take a load off. Pull you up a chair where you can see me through the dining room door. We'll chat a while while I fix up some dinner. Now, it's been a long day. This is Tuesday. I think it's 21st of April. Boy, days are getting hard to keep track of, aren't they? And I've been out all day, out in the yard, out trying to get things all done because got one more day for some more severe storm fronts come through on Thursday. So I want to get everything done up. So, yep, looking a little rough. Been a long day because it's going on 9 o'clock here at the old home place. But we still got to eat. And today, I finally thinned up my radish planting and the truck tire plantings. And like I told y'all, I wasn't going to let those thinnings go to waste. I trimmed the roots off them, brought them in, got them washed up. In fact, got them soaking in some water right now, and I'll show you a little bit later. But I thought for tonight, I'd get some salad made on up. And with that, have sort of a light dinner. Instead of, going through all the effort of cooking something, meat, veggies, and stuff of that nature. So, what the first thing we got to do is we're going to have to make some salad dressing. Of course, wish I would have thought about this yesterday. Made that salad dressing up yesterday, because the longer you leave it sit in the fridge, the more the flavors incorporate and the more robust it gets. But it'll be plenty fine for tonight. I'm hungry. Trix is hungry, even though she's being stubborn. Doesn't like what's on the menu tonight. But let me get y'all set up and we'll get making that salad dressing. It's just a simple Italian olive oil and vinaigrette salad dressing. I like it. Other people liked it. And I'll show you how we do it here in just a minute. So you stay with me, okay? Trix, are you complaining about your food? Are you going to sit in the background all night and just complain? Look at this. You got all this food. You got tender cuts, meow mix, your favorite. And you've got poultry fillets, wet food. What more do you want? Huh? So you're going to be quiet. We're making a cooking video, okay? You hear me? And then I'll cut you up some ham later, okay? Will that be good? You love Papa? Not so much at the moment, huh? Now, as always, you're going to need a few things here. You're going to need some olive oil, your choice. You're going to need some vinegar. Here again, this is your choice. I'd love to be using apple cider vinegar, but I got a couple of large gallons of them over stored in the dining room pantry, but you can also use white, and that's what I'm going to do tonight. We're going to need you some crushed red pepper, some dried parsley flakes, dried oregano as well, some dried basil, and if you got fresh garlic, which we're getting a little slim on, so we're going to be using some dried minced garlic. And then some ground black pepper and some salt. And got to have a little bowl there or something. Put it in. So like I said, we'll get to throwing this all together. If I remember, I'll put the little simple recipe in the description of the video below. It's not hard, folks. So let me get to it. Now, what I do first, before I do my wet ingredients, I always go ahead and put in my dry ingredients. That way everything doesn't stick to my measuring spoons here. You gotta have some of them too. Oops, almost knocked y'all over. So, first thing in, is a teaspoon of dried parsley. And that's a level teaspoon, but it doesn't got to be exact. Just gonna put, oh yeah, and that's still fresh. It's nice and aromatic. So we got that on in there. And then we're gonna put us in some oregano. And what we're going to do there on that oregano is, since it can be rather strong, is we're going to cut it back to a half a teaspoon. Plop it in there. Okay? Just bear with me. It's all going to be all good. And then what we got to do is we got to put us in a little bit of this crushed red pepper. Now, you can put more or less, but I like about a quarter teaspoon of it. See right there? Pop that on in there. And then, of course, we got to get our garlic on in there. And normally I'd cut up 2 cloves of garlic for this. Since I'm using dry, I'm just going to go with a level teaspoon. It'll be fine. I'm telling you what, this will still be tasty. Now, like I said, my garlic's getting rather slim right now. And lastly, we're going to put us in a teaspoon there of dried parsley. So, got all that in there. We still got to add us in some black pepper. For those of you who have followed my cooking videos, you'll know old man eats a lot of black pepper. What you might not know is it's actually an aid to digestion. And I'm going to put in a quarter teaspoon of black pepper. You may want to use less. Give it a taste first, okay? And then as far as salt, and yeah, we just using plain old regular salt tonight. For now, we're going to drop in a quarter teaspoon of salt. So there's all your dry ingredients, just that quick. Next thing we're going to do is, I think what we'll do is we'll start with our olive oil. We'll use that vinegar, sort of rinse our spoon off. So we're needing 6 tablespoons of that olive oil. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Boy, olive oil is about gone. So for tonight, I'm just going to give it extra. I'm going to go 7. Lube up the old man pretty good here. Normally I'd use 6. And this makes enough salad dressing for up to 4 servings. And that. I don't know why I'm getting that big bottle of olive oil. So, now the vinegar. And we're going to take and put 2 tablespoons of this here white vinegar in there. Don't gotta be perfect. It'll all be fine. So now we got 2 tablespoons in. Okay, there we go. Put those over in the sink real quick. And then what we're going to do is we're going to take one of them poor man's whisk. We're just going to sit there and give that a good stir. with that fork. Cause I got a whisk, but I'm a bachelor, so I ain't too much into getting that big old whisk out to whip up that little bit of salad dressing. I can already tell you, it already smells delicious. So there we have it. Now, while we throw the salad together, we're going to let this sit and chill in the fridge. Okay? Like I said, if you'll make it the day before, let it sit 24 hours. Woo! My God, it'll knock your socks off. It's so flavorful. You won't ever want to go back to Olive Garden. Y'all try this. It's just so simple. Well, we'll get that whipped in the fridge, okay? So we got that on in the fridge. Now, we'll be right back. Let me get things cleaned up here on the counter, and we'll get to slicing, dicing, and chopping. Get this salad thrown together. So like you all know, we got that dressing in the fridge, co-mingling all the flavors, and we got to get to chopping and dicing. And my lettuce is starting to get pretty slim. Now normally I'd like romaine or something like that, but all we got left is some of this here iceberg. We're just going to take some of it. Ain't no specific amount. And we're going to take the rest and wrap it up in our, I'll get back over there. Wrap it up here in our saran wrap. That's a little tip. If you'll take it out of that silly bag it comes in, clean it, and wrap it up in some saran wrap real tight. It lasts a whole lot longer. I've been working on this head now for, about a week and a half, 2 weeks. So we'll just drop that on in the fridge there. And then what we're going to do is just take this old lettuce right here. And we're just going to wrap it up in a nice circle. Take our nice sharp chef's knife here. And we're going to give it just a quick slice. Just like that. Y'all probably seen people cut up lettuce. I'm sure you cut it up. Now there's a whole lot of people out there that be buying that there bag lettuce. Not me. I ain't gonna pay what they want for that. Plus it just seems to go bad so quick, don't it? You just chop it up whatever size you want. I sort of like mine bite size. And you can tear it up too. Some people, they're just that way. They like to tear it up. They don't like to cut it. And that's fine too. If you happen to be one of those, you can use arugula, mixed greens. Throw in some radish greens too. You got them. Dandelion greens. Little wild lettuce. Just whatever you got on hand. I'm going just with iceberg for tonight. I am starting to get a little bit hungry. That's what I got. So we'll get us a nice bed of lettuce going there. Right there. See? It's a nice bed of lettuce. Now we're going to have to get out our last tomato. Now I ain't going to use my cutting board for that because that tomato's looking a little bit sad. I'm going to get poor boy's cutting board here. Take the plates and grab that tomato out of the fridge. Yep, starting to get a little soft there. You can see, you can got a little soft spot right there, but that'll be okay. We'll just cut that right on out of there right now. Cut that right out. I do have me here off camera little compost bag. Plop that bad boy on in there. And that. And then I'm going to cut off the top. Thankfully this hasn't pre-sprouted. Oh yeah, this bad boy getting soft all right. It's a good thing we decided salad tonight. I don't think it would have made it a whole nother day. And we're just gonna give it a quick slice here. We'll get some of it. Now I got some tomato plants started. They're not quite ready to go yet. Get some of that skin off of there. And we'll just give it a quick chop. Try to get as much of it going here as we can. And I know it's not the freshest stuff, but right now we're using up what we got on hand. It'll still be good enough for us. Just gonna dump that right off in there right there. And like I said, I'm sure you've done that before too. So with all that said, what's up next? Well, next, I know y'all saw me get that carrot plucked out of the ground. Now that was yesterday, Monday. And I wound up not making my salad that night. I ate leftovers. And I said I was going to shred this up to make it go further. But the more I thought about it, why get my grater all nice and messed up? I'll just sit here and get a few quick slices. Now I'm going to tell you what, if you haven't made a salad with your own homegrown carrots, then you have never ate a carrot. I'm telling you. They're way more flavorful than ones from that old supermarket. It doesn't take long to do all this. Of course, yeah, you can get those little baby carrots, which really aren't baby carrots. Those are the ones that are sort of deformed. Ones that couldn't sell whole big. They run them through a certain machine that sort of grinds them all down to make them look like baby carrots. So we'll just take those carrots, sprinkle them on top right there. See how colorful that's starting to get? Of course, I'll bring you down close. Next, what we're going to do, we're going to get some spring onions. These two are getting a little long in the tooth. Yep, they are. Been trying to get them to last just as long as we could. I've been eating them slowly, but now them too starting to get past their prime a little bit. But you got to think back. Now I think back to my mama and my daddy. Of course, one hit the floor there. Let me grab it real quick. Be right back. I could always tell when it got end of the month, because then things kept running out and things get a little poorly, especially in the winter. Money get tight. And we grew a garden, not to make extra money so much, but to feed ourselves. So there we go, we got our onions in there. It's looking good, isn't it? Now, I'm going to show you something. Let me be right back. Now, what kind of dinner salad would it be if we didn't throw some meat in there? We got some Carolina ham right here. Yeah, it's sliced. Here again, it's all about what you got on hand. And we're all sitting here at home, right? And this is what old Miss Tom got on hand. Now, I got some regular ham in the freezer. I wasn't thinking that far ahead tonight. So we're just going to use this. And it's pretty fair ham. We're just going to take some of it. Slice or two of it. Well, since it's for dinner, go ahead and take us 3 slices. Okay? And then here again, we're just going to slice that up nice and thin. Sticks. Just like that. Turn around. So we get a piece of ham in every bite. We're going to give it another cut. Across that cut. So that way we come up with little cubes. See right there? See? Not hard. Almost knocked y'all off again. Starting to get in too big of a hurry. Because the old man's starting to get hungry. We're just going to drop all that nice ham right on in there. Ooh. Yep, that's pretty tasty. See how we building that salad up? It's almost looking store-bought, ain't it? So let me get that ham wrapped up real quick so it don't go bad. And we'll be back. Okay, I went ahead and put that ham up, got it all wrapped up in saran wrap real tight. That's key to keeping things right in the fridge for long term. I'm going to have some cheese. Getting a little short on that too here on the old home place. Like all things, we've been rationing cheese like never make no more. Who knows? So we'll put a little bit of that on there. Stick that over there. And then, now I told y'all in the beginning of the video, I thinned my radishes today. See right there? There they are. Cut all the little roots off of them. Rinsed them all off. Soaked them in a little water. Drained them really well. And I got those nice, lovely radish thinnings right there. Ooh! We're just going to take a few of them. We're going to not, go crazy with them. We're just going to sprinkle them on top. Because we got a little more lettuce left. We can have maybe get another 2 salads out of it. Look how beautiful that's starting to look. We're going to take those and put in a little Ziploc, throw in the fridge real quick. Y'all hold on. Let me do that. Because I don't want anything to go to waste. Now, we're not like a lot of people. We're saying we're self-quarantining. and we're running to the grocery store, you know, every other day or even once a week. And if, you know, if that's what you want to do right now, that's fine. At some point in time, we'll have to make that decision too, because it does appear my state's going to open everything back up. With all that said, they're not even doing right now with a stay-at-home order in place. So got them all nice and moist in a Ziploc bag. They'll stay nice and crispy for at least another day or two. So we'll put up our cheese and our Rash greens and get that salad dressing out and finish this salad up. Because, whoa, I'm way past hungry. You know, it doesn't take long to put this together. That is, if you're not videoing it. And of course, we got to get out that nice chilled olive oil and vinaigrette salad dressing. And we're going to get us out a nice spoon, because like I say, there's enough here for 4 servings. Doesn't take a lot. We're just going to sprinkle that right on top. Since it's just me, I'll probably put a little extra on here. There we go. And there's one last thing we got to get for it. We got it finished up off camera. Yep, made us some poor man's Italian flavored or seasoned, or however you want to call it, garlic toast. And I bet you can never guess what we used. Yep, we used something I've used all my life. Hot dog buns. Oh yeah. My kids just loved it. I always have too. Hot dog buns seem to be just perfect for making poor man's garlic toast. Put a couple of those right there. And we're good to go now. Let me bring you down, show you the finished product here. So there you have it, people. There's my finished product. My dinner salad. Like I said, this wasn't nothing earth-shattering. Nothing I'm sure you probably haven't done at your home too. You can put in anything you want. This was just me whipping up something. Chit-chatting with you a little bit in the kitchen tonight, since we haven't done it in quite some time. Now, there is no recipe for the salad, but I will leave a recipe to the simple Italian olive oil and vinaigrette, I guess you would call it, fancy term, in the video description below. But here again, I'm sure you all have made that or better before, but I'm sure you'll tell me in the comments. So y'all, it's getting on there a little late tonight, and I am hungry. So I'm gonna move my garlic bread off my bowl. I just did that for presentation purposes, and I'm gonna give it a quick toss, and I'm gonna head on into the den there. And I'll probably watch a YouTube video or two. Maybe go through some of my comments while I'm eating it. So until I see you on the next video, I hope all of y'all are healthy and happy. All your families are doing well. And like always, keep praying for all those that are taking care of us medically wise, power wise, food wise, supply wise. Just think about everybody keeping us alive. And with that said, I want all of y'all out there to take care, stay safe, and God bless each and every one of you. goodbye for now. Plus, gotta give Trixie her ham that I diced up off camera too. She just gotta have some ham. Later all. Yep, time to get the forks out.